Hello, Underground Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon PureRed. Purely Red, the Romhack. With me, Blue, not Red. Last episode, we did a lot of recapping and talking, and today I'm going to just do action. So we're Action Ankylo. And, hey look, we can do another trade. We don't actually have access to Voltorbs yet, but this is a way to get a Tangela if you want one. So I will try to do all of the in-game trades, because they're definitely different than vanilla. And, I just gotta remember. You guys remind me that that's a random spot there. Below the Pokemon daycare, which I never actually went into. Who needs progress? We should go talk to the Pokemon daycare once. Just in case. But yeah, there's a trade there once we can get Voltorbs, but it might be a little while. I run a daycare. There. That's it. The end. There is a computer here, which I almost feel like there wasn't. Like, you had to go all the way back to town, maybe, to do the box management. But I don't know. Daycare in Gen 1 is just for slow experience in the background. It's not that important. Oh, there is, it's hard. I don't remember where they are. There's one. Wow. I said I don't remember, but I got it, like, first try. There's two items in the underground. One is, they're both next to this, close to the stairs. One on that stairs, one on the other stairs, I think. Underground Fight Club! First rule, don't talk about it. Alright, do we expect today's trainer battles to be challenging? It is higher level than last area by a fair margin. But we do have some type advantage here. Now, to be fair, those Nidorans should have a fighting double kick by now, which is pretty bad. But, bad AI. Now, if Rydtruck evolves at 25 the way our bird did, we're going to have a great time. But I doubt it. Headbutt is strictly better than Bite, I think. Normal type, higher attack. And you would not be you wouldn't want to be headbutt by a Rydtruck. That'd be just very killer. Nah, we can tank a water. This is deadly. We're dead. Okay, he doesn't use water. He uses Psychic, which is something we're also very weak to, but not as bad. Wow, never mind. I thought my low special would get me there, but... There's the bubble. We're really going to test this truck out. Can it handle the rain? Alright, the windshield wipers are working well enough. Underground Fight Club number 2. Cool kid. I guess he's just like a mirror match of what the last fight was. So we expect opposite style Nidorans, and then... What did he throw at us after that? I know it almost killed me. A Psyduck? What's the opposite of a Psyduck? Farfetch'd? Another duck? No, a Krabby. Well, this is water themed at least. No, let's whip it. The crab sound effect when it came out was interesting. So, I'm pretty happy with our levels. You know, we're a little bit higher than these random trainers, but not by too much. I was a little bit worried that we were already just accidentally too high a level, but we're pretty close. I got a business trip, but I'm gonna fight this child first. Old man pulls out his unevolved Abra that should have evolved. It's possible that kills us. Ooh, Rydtruck! So good. Oh, you're good against ponies. Now, ponies are usually pretty fast, so it's probably going to go first and just kill us, but... This is his chance to shine. Ground him. Well, you get to see Firewall. It's a burning attack, like, I don't think there was an equivalent in Gen 1. Oh, wow, we did not do enough damage. I thought we were going to actually one-shot it. Never mind. Okay, well, we have a better counter here. Right, we can look up Firewall now. Should water types be affected by burn? Is that fair? I mean, just because you're a water type doesn't mean you're made of water, usually. Alright, well, we'll do that. Unfortunately, we had our Rockman was defeated by fire. What I will look up, seeing as we've just seen it for the first time, you can probably guess what it does, but I don't think there's an equivalent Gen 1 move. Oh, and we were talking about Hypnosis earlier. Yeah, 60% for that. Firewall. There it is. 80%. So it's not perfect accuracy, but it does give you burn. And it doesn't work on fire, but it does work on water. There is another item over here somewhere. I don't know exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I know I caught the last one first click, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. Well, what I remember as a kid going like this. Click, click, click all the way up. Anyway, we found them. I think there's only 2. People often lose things. Yeah, that's your hint to go search. Alright, next area. Almost to Vermilion City. Let's grab some more loot. I think there's something up here too, actually, isn't there? Blue's real cool, knows all Pokemon hacks. Really, I probably missed like 100 of them and just remembered 2, but... Alright, Growly. Well, I will let the killer bug attack. But, we'll probably switch into something slightly more type effective now. We've got enough counters now that it should be a lot easier to sweep. Ditto... I guess if you had a type that was weak, that had a way to kill itself, right? Like an attack that it was weak strong against itself, you'd use that. Which doesn't happen all that often. So failing that, we don't want it to have a Pinsir's stats, so let's let it have an Ivysaur stats. And, you know, we get kind of that free turn, so... Oh, what a... I have never seen it like that. What a cute little Ivysaur over there with the Ditto colors. It's so pretty. That's pretty cool. Alright, good time, good time. I love being poisoned. I mean paralyzed. Anyway, we know that the multi-bird can destroy any plants. That is another plant. We don't really have any fire attacks or psychic attacks in the team. Kind of disappointing, honestly. I thought... The bird is still the best option, but it's just annoying. The rolling kick will work good in this scenario, but... Paralyzed could have got us. It's actually not doing all that much damage. I guess executes are pretty bulky. And this is a great combo. Alright, we have to swap out. This is stupid. What else? We can Ice Beam it, right? That's fine. Yeah, of course, it's gonna get a super effective. But we're pretty tanky too, so... At least we got rid of the Leech Seed and we're not paralyzed. Yeah, execute. I feel like that was always one of the more dangerous things to run into when you're playing as like a little kid, especially. And its evolved form. Like it's a pretty strong Pokemon. Lots of good types. Classic half psychic. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, now. So Slappy the Seal has an electric move. That's the only electric move we've got on the party right now. Now, it's kind of redundant if you use ice to counter flyers, but... and it won't be stabbed eventually, but... like ice will be. But that's interesting. So, one of the things to remember, though, is... Static Stag is special. Yeah, water, ice, and electric are all special in this gen. Headbutt is his only physical normal. So... his special stat's pretty good. Yeah, it should work. It should work even without stab. Cool. All the fun we'll have. Also, once this guy levels up to about 30, he's going to have some disobedience problems. So we can't totally just spam him for everything. Of course. One of the biggest problems I have with water, ice, sort of ice Pokemon, they tend to be kind of slow, and they're weak to so much stuff. Wow, pretty good switch. Give him credit for that. He didn't know I had Static Snag, I guess. Yeah, he just paralyzed me and then swapped out of the weakness. Not the worst trainer AI, got him a little bit of credit. Ooh, got him counter-paralyzed, though. Now you're done. Okay, so Static Snag, I think I showed it off, right? It's like 75 power electric. Like, if you have an electric with stab type, it's going to do a ton of damage. Oh no, he's just going to wrap us forever now. This is the worst. Okay, he missed. Yeah, that can just stun lock you for basically ever. Bind and wrap and flame wheel and all that stuff. Brutal. Hey there, Shepard. Alright. Gotta do a little bit of heals, I think. Kind of getting smacked down a little bit. Got 2 paralyzed. Lot of statuses today. Trying not to use too many potions. We don't even have revives yet, but I really don't want to have to go all the way back to Cerulean, so... see if we can clear out these trainer battles. Some calcium. Keep your bones healthy. So I'm going to avoid the random encounters for now, but I will take the trainers. This guy a bird one? I feel like there's a lot of bird guys in this area normally. Any bugs, alright. I think... well... are bugs weak to anything we can do? Do I know anything about bugs? Bugs. I'm literally just looking up the chart because I don't actually know. Fire, flying, rocks. Yeah. No. Well, let's see if we can just kill him with we're only water. It's not strong as water. It's not like bugs can swim. Let's pass. Why is everything... I feel like in this hack, I mean, maybe it was like this in the original Gen 1. I don't actually know for sure. But I feel like everything puts a status on us. Just constantly. 100% accuracy. Paralyzed, poisoned, slept. Just every single battle, you know? I'm probably over... I'm just feeling it's like the confirmation bias, whatever, you know? But, jeez. Alright, level 20 Caterpie, what are you doing with your life? How do you not evolve it for level 20? You're like starting to miss out on good Butterfree moves now. Same problem here. Maybe he just doesn't want them to learn how to fly and escape him, you know? Okay, nothing over there. We could avoid those two if we're running low on resources. This guy's a little bit harder to dodge. And so we gotta make sure we've got secure our route to the town, right? So we can heal up. Okay, we're gonna speed these up a little. This is actually it's bug psychic. It's not actually flying. I don't think. I'm gonna just try. Oh. Ah! Every single trainer battle. Yeah, I love sleep. Okay. Thanks, game. Multi-bird, I guess your job is to just kill everything. Yeah. I think... Well, this is kind of a classic thing for me, and I think this is probably true for most Gen 1, most Pokemon games in general. Slappy is fine. The problem is his speed is bad. And if you got low speed, enemies tend to get a turn first, and there's a lot of things they'll do which just troll you. Paralyze, sleep, etc. They don't necessarily kill you, but they just wreck your day. And unless you want to spend items to undo them and, you know, all that, I actually don't think I want to keep Slappy entirely because he's a slow, sort of tanky style. And I got one already on Benedict here who's very slow. I don't want my whole team to be slow like that. It's just... Yeah, it's not... I don't think it's much fun. I will just use this guy. It's 2 more to escape, I think. Let's do this a little bit quicker, because it's starting to get frustrated. We do have a rock move, right? See, if you go first, then you can basically steal their turn, so they don't even get a chance to take anything. Now, these lockdown moves do have generally like 80-85% accuracy or something. So they're not as reliable, but... If an enemy is weak to it... Oh, right, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I guess I don't have anything really good here. But, yeah, those, going first and preventing the enemy from getting a turn type things. Pretty dang powerful. In future gens, they make it so that... I think those are the kind of moves that tend to have lower accuracy every time you use them in a row. Kind of like how Protect can fail, stuff like that, I think. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's not true. Focus energy. Would you rather increase your crits or your attack and defense? Probably your attack and defense. Crits are good, but just flat stat bonuses are generally better. Alright. We made it. Did you see the SS Anmord? No. Never heard of it. Never heard of her. I need to go back, though, and do some catching and all that. A Pokemon with poisons. What a liar. All Pokemon will have weak points against specific types. I guess they didn't know about certain combos that were not weak to any specific type. Steel didn't exist in Gen 1. I mean, Normal's not technically weak to anything. Well, no, it's weak to fight. Never mind. I guess Dude, does every single type have one weakness? Yeah, you have to do some of the double type combos that specifically remove all weaknesses. There's not very many. I mean, Dragon Steel will do you. No, it won't. That still gets hit by ground. Never mind. I almost saw it. I was looking real quick. Alright, so healed up. See if there's anything new sneaking around here. We should be able to get the bicycle voucher. We're just gonna speed this part up. He wants to tell us a lovely story about ponies. There you go. Just a casual story about how much the chairman loves ponies. Yeah, these are this is the worst part of Pokemon, and it infected all the other generations after it. Because these are the guys that would have started for sure the Beauty League and contests and all the other stupid minigames. I'm sure people like them, but to me, it's like, that's just the beginning of the end right there. Pokemon fan club. We don't battle our Pokemon. We just do beauty contests. Dress up. Do you have an Onix? Trade for Ghastly. Okay, we don't have Onyxes either, but this is our second trade to try to remember. We need an Onix, and we need a Voltorb. Unless I've missed some, that's it. Did I didn't go into this one, right? This is the fishing, yeah. So this is usually where you get the old rod, but today we get the good rod. So that will unlock even more fish that we could catch if you care. So keep that in mind. I think I already put the old rod away, but yeah, now we can certainly gold rod it. Good rod it, not gold rod. That's an option. Not sure exactly what's available, but we can have a look in a minute. Super potions. Ice heals are new. So we'll buy some ice heals. And I'll buy some super potions for later, just in case. Nice to have some backup, even though I'm trying not to use too much. Yo, the TM pirate, bringing TMs to the place they should be, at any cost. I'm selling TMs I copied from my dad. The clerk here thinks copying and selling TMs is wrong. Little do they know that my dad helped create the software. He gave me his little business for his approval. So it's great. We've got a TM pirate. It's like the best new feature. Neither of these are particularly good, but I love the fact that you at least could buy some of these. Having them all available mostly is probably a good idea. If you're trying to make your crazy firewall leech seed build where you just burn them and drain them to death. There are people who use Pokemon for criminal activities, like me. I think they can be good or evil. Yeah, I mean, they're... Well... Let's not get into ethics. I don't have the energy for it tonight. I'm getting my Pidgey to fly to Saffron. Dear Pippi, I hope... I missed it. Went too quick. Dear Pippi, I hope to see you soon. I hear Saffron has problems with Team Rocket. Vermilion appears to be safe. Isn't that exactly what he said to us? No, I just... It's fine. I'm sure we'll talk to his girlfriend later. So I think that's all we can do here. I have to go back up still. We can go to the ship. We can go to Diglett's cave, although we should probably get cut first. And we can actually do this bunch of encounters there. We just get locked into the right because you can't actually travel to the east because the guard post will stop you, I think. But we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. There's at least one more trainer battle up here too, actually. We want to get these done, and then we want to check for new Pokeballs. We'll speed this up a little. I don't expect it to be a huge problem. Oh, it's just one hit point. What a punk. Abandoned Pokemon that they consider unpopular? Yeah, Rattata! Well, I don't... Pikachu... Well, we've got a couple things that counter you pretty well. Still not getting the one shot. Rhytruck? Does have a fighting move. Does he not have as much attack power as I thought? Let's get him a couple level ups. Maybe, Oh! Oh my! I was not expecting that yet either. I thought he evolved at a much higher level. Alrighty, well that'll certainly help out with my my water strats and my ice strats, because now we get a pretty significant boost to speed as he's evolved. He also gets ice typing, so Aurora Beam is going to be pretty brutal. Alright, that definitely helps. I was just thinking, like, this guy's not carrying his weight well enough, but level 27 evolution, he's a bit stronger. Fair bit. Alright, that's fun. Squirtle. Oh, well. Sorry, Rhytruck. I think he'd have been dead. Pidgeys, we can ride truck a Pidgey, that's for sure. Not that one though. Wrong move. That one. Oh boy, so much better than the days where Rock Slide was like, was it like 60 or 70% accuracy in this game? Like, the Gen 1 rock moves were so rough. That's probably why Ice was so good, was because it could replace the terrible rock moves, you know? Anyway, we need to check for new Pokebons. And we're pretty sure there's going to be a couple in here. Well, I don't know if I would ever use it, but that's something I've also never used. Let's just go for a headbutt. See if I can, like, halfway kill it. I feel like Kangaskhan is the kind of thing that you see, like, in competitive play for some reason, right? I also expect it to have a pretty hard or difficult catch rate. It's the kind of thing you have to catch in the Safari Zone usually, and I usually remember them kind of being a pain. Comet Punch, fighting type with priority, I believe. So gotta keep that in mind. Dragon type. Nothing too crazy. It's pretty low level, so we shouldn't have the worst time. It would be nice if we could get Hypnosis to hit, though. There's got to be a better sleep move that we could use. Just want to drop him down a little bit further. Ooh, that was close. Alright, well, that's, on one hand, a little bit easier to catch with very low HP, so... There we go. Alright, so then... We don't have access to Great Balls yet. Next town, I think. Yeah, it's not... Stupid sleep. Okay, we were still getting lots of wobbles. It wasn't that hard, actually. The parent Pokemon, Kangaskhan. The infant rarely ventures out of its mother's protective pouch until it is 3 years old. Yeah, I've seen some neighbors like that. Add a 0 after the 3. So, what do we name? I guess there's really only one sensible name. This is a Pokemon from Town Under. Perfect, even fits. There you go. If chat wants to do nicknames, you definitely keep that in mind, but you've probably got to shout the nickname out when you see the encounter with a new Pokemon, because the delay is pretty significant, I think. Alright, that's a new one. Add to the dex. Speed these up a bit. Hey, another new one. Alright, alright. One of the many, many water psychics. Yeah, that's probably pretty bad for Rytruck. Good amount of damage. Got the flinch. I think we just forget about Hypnosis strats for sleep for now. Like, it's definitely makes it easier to catch stuff, but it's so unlikely to hit, and the enemy seems to wake up pretty fast these days. There's just more chance to just throw the Pokeballs right instead, right? Alright, Slowpoke. The dopey Pokemon. It's been hanging out with Meowth a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. Incredibly slow and dopey. It takes 5 seconds for it to feel pain when under attack. This has got to be about the worst one. Like, maybe not. I mean, there's probably worse, but it's in the running for one of the worst Pokemon. 5 seconds to notice it's been hurt. It's pretty bad. 15 speed. That might be about as bad as it gets, too. I think literal rocks are faster than that. And attack defense on a water psychic, you know. Water psychic or special. The only thing I can think of right now is Munchies. That's 2 new ones. We already got one of these. I don't think there's usually Pikachu here, but there is today. There should be Psyducks. We were checking for them earlier in the last episode. So, we know that they're in the grass around this area. Dang. Psyduck's not strong enough. Okay, so I just want to get through this section, and then I guess we could start our ship adventure. There's a lot of trainers on that ship, though. Okay, this guy's a little bit higher level. Let's try this. I know it didn't work last time, but now it's level 15 instead of, like, 12, right? It's gotta be a little bit sturdier. Hey, good job not dying. First try. Easy. Alright, now we know what a Psyduck is. It's a duck. While lulling its enemies with its vacant look, this wily Pokemon will use psychokinetic powers. Very average stats. Nickname for Psychic Duck. Okay, we just went through a lot of nicknames in a short order, running out of creativity. Let's see. He's not nearly as cool, but I know one duck. And if we're going back to my childhood, about the same time as Pokemon came out. That'll be the name today. Alright. Probably also like 500,000 of those ducks have been named Darkwing already. Now we might be done actually... Ow. 4 times water. Stop, please. We might be done catching new Pokemons here. So we'll just do a couple more fights. Just to see if there's anything else that pops up. But the fights have been kind of annoying around here, so I don't really want to stick. We do have the new rod. I guess we could try that out. Maybe not with the Rhydorn. Okay, 3 more fights, just for posterity, just to make sure. I suppose if we were training our grass Pokemon, they'd be pretty good here. Grass or electric. So many water. Okay, one more. Okay. I feel like we've pretty good chance we caught everything in this area. We can check later with the map, the Pokenav. So what I want to do then is at least a couple tries of... We'll go with Benedict here. A couple tries of fishing, because there should be a fair number of new fish available with the early good rod, because normally you don't get it for quite a while. And we can fish easier than before, because it remembers your menu position, which is great. We have one of those? Yeah, we already got one. Sorry, rejected. Probably just leave it in fast forward anyway here. Just who knows how many fishing rods it will take to catch anything useful. Fish that we're looking for. We can, okay, hold on. We can actually figure it out. I don't have a Horsey or a Shelder. We have a Goldeen. There's not. We actually have quite a few Pokemon from grass encounters, so there's probably less new ones that we're gonna get with the fishing rod. There's probably no Tentacools up here, and it looks like basically everything that's in this route's water we might literally already have before we even got the rod. Yeah, I'll try one more, but... Last one. Alright, so let's try one more place. Because sometimes, surprisingly, towns have rather interesting fishing or headbutting tree encounters that are different than neighboring zones. And sometimes you can sneak some stuff out of these, so let's check if it's different here with the good rod inside whatever this place is called. I never remember the name of this town. Well, there we go. Must be a different enemy set, I bet. It's not gonna die. It's just gonna confuse us. Probably do one more. So I don't think. I mean, there's not gonna be much problem trying to capture some water Pokemon with a grass type. You know, this should be pretty safe. All right, Tentacool. Keeping your eyes open for changes. I don't know. I think water poison, right? Standard. Drifts in shallow seas. Anglers hook them by accident are often punished by its stinging acid. Yeah, this is another Pokemon I've never used. I don't know what's special about it. It looks fairly speedy and actually has a good special stat. So maybe I should have used them, but this is not the kind I would normally have ever added to my team. It is a 100-pound jellyfish. That's kind of scary. Tentacool, it's known for being a jellyfish. There's ways you could... It's got a very cool little icon there on the top. I like that. It's just a jellyfish. It's friggin'... Sometimes the cool nicknames come to me fast. Sometimes I got nothing. I think we already kind of have a Stingly line, and this is very low effort. This is like 10-year-old Ankylo's brain. Just be like, he stings people, right? We'll call him Stingly. Maybe Sir Stingly. I might already have one called Stingly. Anyway, that's new, so maybe we'll get some more. Or all we'll get is tentacles. Hey, that's a good one. I was thinking of, like, I know we've got our seal already kind of set up, but Horsey was one of the ones I was looking at. It's like, maybe that'd be good. This might be too strong, though. Nope. Because, yeah, the spoiler was that the evolution for this guy is Water Dragon, which is a very nice type combo. Probably better than Water Ice, right? I don't know. As long as there's dragon attacks, you know. Oh, I missed the first line. Blast of ink. It's just water for now. So this is the kind of Pokemon I might want to bring along. We gotta give him a cool nickname. Something really cool. Call him. I don't know if there's enough spaces here. Nice. The Leviathan, really just a horse, but seahorse. Just regular animal. Okay, so we got 2 new water types. This was the last one I was thinking we don't have, actually. We can have a quick look at our Pokedex, but this is going pretty fast. I think Shelter's got more physical defense, or maybe... No. Now we grow even stronger. Alright, well, we'll get another Shelter, don't worry about it. We're gonna stop picking on the poor fish pretty quick. I can't believe we failed to run against a Magikarp. Did you see like a fish flopping around? It's been hooked and dragged close to the shore, flopping around, and you're trying to run away from it, but you just can't get away, you know. Help, the Magikarp's chasing us. Well. Maybe shelters are rare. I would have expected Horsies to be rarer for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know if they're actually typically rare in the normal game, but I feel like they're just one of those things you don't see very often. At least I don't remember seeing them very often. Maybe I just repelled my way through all the surfing sections. All right, we gotta catch this thing. Oh, I can't hit it with absorb. Alright, so poison, or not poison, well, slept with sort of pseudo-poison. And we'll just throw a couple balls at it. I don't want to waste too many if there's low chance, but... You don't need to do anything fancy, just throw balls at him. Alright. Its hard shell repels any kind of attack. It is vulnerable only when its shell opens. Or if you have grass or lightning. I mean, it's fine. It does have a pretty good physical defense. That's good to know, but yeah. There's so many there's so many water Pokemon that I just never. I have no idea what we'd ever do with them. There's so many of them. Alright, let me check the Pokedex if it's looking like maybe we've got all the basic waters. They should all be in the same area, right? We picked up Psyduck. Poliwag has 3 levels. We got the Tentacool, that's 3. Slowpoke. Lightning is further along. Bird, water. Poison, water. We're missing something here. I don't remember what it is. Drowsy's in the next section. I think we've got one of all the fish, right? I don't think there's any other water types missing. Unless they sneak the Dratini, which isn't really water, but you'd normally fish them out, right? Okay. We are 42 minutes in. I should probably Pokesander it. I feel like I'm losing a little bit of momentum here, but we'll pick it back up. So, Route 12 blocked by sleeping. Yeah. We know. It's okay. Yeah, we'll do the ship, I think. We could do some new Pokemon and some more trainer battles to the right. But I think it's better to do the ship and then get the electric badge, whatever it's called. I could go back and get the bike, but I don't. Would like to wait till cut. So here we go. Welcome to the SSN. We have a ticket. Excellent. If only we had Surf. So this is always kind of an interesting section. You could skip all of these battles and just go straight to fight the captain and get it over with, right? You don't have to do all this stuff. But there are some items and experience and money. So we're gonna start by showing some of these off. I don't generally remember them being particularly dangerous, though. Like maybe the rival battle that can kind of surprise you, but in my mind, this is just kind of a gauntlet of random Pokemon trainers that usually doesn't really do much. I don't really care about Dratini. I'll probably say Dragonite is banned as well, even though it's cool. I haven't really used Dragonite very much, but it's basically legendary stats, right? So if we're banning legendaries, we might ban Dragonite anyway. Yeah, we'll just do these fairly quick. I wish I had a psychic attack. I feel like that's one of the things I'm missing in this group is any kind of psychic abilities. Should just focus on, if I just use my execute a little bit too much, maybe get him a couple levels. I feel like he's got to learn Confusion or Psybeam at some point, right? We don't want to do this matchup. Yeah, sorry, flying moves from Super Bird We do get a lot of money, like 1,400 Pokebucks is a fair amount. Yeah, I'm going to try to let Benedict get another level or 2 up while we're just doing this stuff, because I think one of the big things I'm missing is that psychic move. How come you guys don't want to fight? They're just enjoying their cruise. They don't even want to battle a random 10-year-old. There we go. Another youngster. Can't even beat it. One poison type defeats my grass entirely. Got hit by that low percent poison. That is definitely why we spent the time, because buying all these status fixers. Definitely slightly faster than going back to town. Alright, here. Psyduck. That's something we can deal with. Barely? Wow. Okay, well, I'm trying to get a level up on this guy, so we'll stick with Benedict for now. He needs new moves. Like, his typing and stats are good, or at least decent, but with no stab psychic move, and no coverage other than grass, like... It's starting to let me down a little bit. I'm a secret agent! Secret agent man, following the plan. So this is the basement decks. We just rob these guys. Some more fishermen, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the sailors. I guess there's some themes here where the Mega Drain will probably sweep. Wow, really? 6 level advantage. Mega Drain still like, and this is I think a stronger Mega Drain than in vanilla, right? So that's how bad those abilities are normally. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to drop Leech Seed. Psybeam. Now we're talking. Okay, it's still not good specifically better against, you know, water types, but yeah, I want to use it once so we can check its stats. That should be a pretty major upgrade here. And then against... We have the hard counter for Execute, which is Pincer. Alright, good. So now we can check here. Oh, there's Double Slap. That's fairly new, but nothing different anyway. I don't think it's standard. Yeah, we're looking for Psybeam. There we go. So 65 power. I think that's about normal. I feel like that's about the same as usual. Not as strong as Psychic. It has a chance for confusion, and it's good. You know, it's a mid-tier, no missing, kill enemies weak to Psychic. And Psychic is just a really good attacking type, so good combo. I mean, it does slightly more power than Mega Drain, but there's lots of things weak to Psychic. So. Come on, stupid Hypnosis. Just wasting our time here trying to play the game. So, is this just what we do now? The AI is now smart enough to Hypnosis every time I wake up. So if they outspeed you... Okay, we just got lucky. If they have a 100% status affliction move, and they outspeed you, they will just constantly spam it. Max potions. Someone go tell their friend they got his potions. Alright, here we go. Psybeam for poison. Yeah, see, I was talking about this earlier, but going last really sucks. Especially when you're generally just beating up weak Pokemon and you have to fight like 100 of them in a row. It'd be different if you were doing like you know, the 1v1 duels and stuff where you have like party competition and all that. But when you're going to be doing 100 of these fights and you're just trying to take the minimum damage possible so you don't have to go back to town and heal up, yeah, just killing enemies before they get a turn is the way you want to do it, which means you have to outspeed them and be powerful. And Benedict is not very good at specifically going first. And you can kind of see the bird goes fast, gets a lot of XP. Fish, not as much. You know, the bug goes fast, gets kills. Things that can't do that struggle. We did have a couple new TMs that should keep these. We can teach Pin Missile. That's neat. And Body Slam. I don't know if we've seen that yet. It's going to be a probably normal, maybe, but I'm sure somebody will learn it. Sounds like a normal move. You have made a mistake. Ooh, that's... See, I was just saying how Bulbasaur didn't have the greatest moveset. Well, adding an electric attack in there, that's not going to hurt. Who needs Leech Seed? Mostly useless. Now, it's sort of redundant because water is already covered by grass. But it will add at least a counter for birds. Or getting it disabled. Sure. Actually, I think it's higher power too, because it's well, it doesn't get stab, so it's like a 75 base lightning electric instead of a Vine Whip is like 40 or 50, and then stab bonus. That's not what I meant to do. Oops, that was also. All right, I'm getting sloppy here, clicking the wrong things. Alright, how we doing? Pokemon... Nobody status... We're fine. Oh, this is a bit of a grind, though. Look at the abs on that Machop. I always laugh. He's such a derp. He looks like a gingerbread cookie, right? That's what I always thought. He's like two-dimensional cookie. This is also a mistake. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain's fried. We might not do a very long stream tonight. After the crazy AGM board of directors stuff. I think my brain's just on autopilot shut down here. It'd be nice to get to a new point in the game where I've got a couple new Pokemon that I can sort of train up quietly in the background. So if I can get to a nice place to take a break, that's the idea. Is there anything in the kitchen, or is it just talking to random people? There's got to be an item in here, right? There, one great ball. I am le chef. Indeed, I am le chef. The main course is salmon de salade. Why are all the cooks French, sort of? Alright, so we did get the Great Ball. I don't know if there's anything else, but that's done. Luxury liner, yeah. Super luxurious. The reason we are here is to learn Cut, of course. Ah, good. The multi-bird. Continuing to defeat everything. Okay, I was trying to get Whip at a couple levels. I'm trying to balance out the team XP a little bit here. This is kind of my goal. Oof. Yeah, seals are rough on grass poison. Unless you can one-shot them. So like once you get like Solar Beam and big levels, fine. But I feel like a lot of water Pokemon can learn ice moves, even if they don't get the ice subtype. That's one of the more common ones where who can learn ice? Well, anybody with water, you know, there's not very many good ice Pokemon. We'll just use a couple potions and we should be able to finish off this ship in one trip. Which is honestly I'm pretty impressed, but like I'm pretty happy and content with myself if we make it through here without having to go back to a Poke Center, because this is a lot of fights all in a row. Yeah, that's a Snorlax. We probably should be using our starter here to get a couple extra levels. Just because there are generally more fish enemies than anything else. Ah, you and your raps. We could teach Mega Drain to our Ivysaur if we do want to really stick to him. It's not a great long-term move, but it would give him some self-heals right now in a time where I'm trying not to spend all my money on potions, basically. But I suppose we're probably out of the really tight money situation. Like, we're getting enough stuff now, enough money that, you know, I probably don't have to be super stingy like I typically am. Uh-oh, there's that problem too. So, you may have noticed that I have a lot more stuff in my inventory than normal. Vanilla Gen 1 is 20, I think, and then the hack actually adds 10 more. So, we can have 30 things here, which is pretty cool, but we're at that limit now. So, I'm just going to throw, because we also typically can't do this either, but we have to just throw them out on the ground, basically. But we also have the option of storing into the computer stuff for later. And we can just put a bunch of the TMs there. Unfortunately, there's a limit in the computer. The RAM is really expensive back then. So they couldn't store very many items in the computer. But at least you have more inventory space. Alright, because normally you don't TM up in the middle of a dungeon too often. I also could put all the max stuff, save the best items for never if I put them in the computer. All the max ethers and full revives. Okay. Only a couple more rooms left. I should have just given Whippet a mega drain. Rather than storing it, right? Because it's just a temporary. Well, I finally have a water type to hard counter the fire types. Slappy slapping. We don't really have anything. It's poison, right? So, but it's low level. We could probably kill it. It's not actually ground yet, so. Okay. And then a Pikachu we should swap. Rytruck. Get him. I feel like Rytruck never one-shots anything. Maybe it's only once they evolve that they're really spooky. Like, maybe Rhyhorn's no big deal. Come on, don't go like this. Confused to a fish. I understand fish with horns that... Literally a goldfish flopping around on the floor in the deck in this cabin. It's very confusing, I understand. But don't die to it, please. You're a plant that eats fish. Safari Zone, let's never talk about that again. Awesome. Psh. Okay, last room. Captain looks a little seasick. He's not a ship captain. He's like a military captain. Served in the forces, and they just accidentally took him as a ship captain. He's never been to sea before. He's a sword master. He's a fighting man. Now, normally, this isn't necessarily true in this version, but normally we have a rival battle where they, of course, start with Pidgeot or Pidgeotto usually. But I don't think they're going to use their standard stuff. Bonjour, Blue. Imagine seeing you here. Psh. How's your Pokedex? I already caught 40, pal. We should check, because usually he has more than you, but, like, I think we have more than 40. Alright, we should forgot. I forgot to slow it down so we could hear his cool theme song. Ah well. My bad. So that's not a Pidgey. Tangela's a bug or something, right? Well, that's not great. I'm sure Rockbird or Groundbird will be fine. Is it grass or bug? It's annoying is what it is. Hey there, Apo. Old school player. I mean, I play some old games. It's fair, yeah. I think because we're paralyzed and it can wrap and then lock us down, we actually are just stuck. Or bind, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I can't... Basically, we either swap or use an item. I think it's just a perma-lock at that point. AI is too smart. Oops, not like that. Gen 1 wraps attacks. Okay, now that we're not paralyzed, we don't have half speed, and we actually can't one-shot him. Oh no. Okay, he made the wrong choice that time. Paralyzed was his only chance. Alright, Multibird definitely still carrying the team hard. Next up, rival battle. Lickitung. Not something I normally fear. And our lovely, lovely fight bug has the chop. You better one-shot this guy. Invested all those stats. Oh, come on! And even a crit didn't kill him. Okay. Alright, Lickitung's probably a bit tankier than I'm familiar with. Alright, good. Next, he's only got 2 left. Machoke. You know what? We just finally learned the move. Took forever, but our Eggs Benedict, he does actually know how to counter fighting types now. So yeah, Psybeam, pretty good. It's nice because it's pink Psybeam on when he's executed. That's nothing to be scared about. Oh no, 24 damage. So this is a pretty strong Machoke. I will give our rival some credit for probably having a better team than normal in this hack. Final. Of course, Charmeleon. Well, we'll just go with the seal. There's a lot to explain for PureRed. There should be a link in the description, but it's pretty recent. I think it's been in the works for a long time. I don't know if it's had any updates, but yeah. It's got a pretty recent patch, at least. Lets you capture Ulf 151. Some Pokemon have a new type to kind of rebalance them, and there's some new moves swapped around, too. It's pretty vanilla. Just the main thing that you catch, you can build your team a little more freely. And there's some side content. Lots of quality of life stuff. I mean, there's a huge change list. I couldn't really explain it all. Anyway, that's rival battle number whatever. Something. Didn't even get to hear the whole song. Okay. Team is doing alright. Whippet is still technically a little obsolete now. We've got the grass execute doing well. Not sold on Rytruck yet. Not totally sold on Seal yet. A little bit weird to not have any fire or electric types. So, keep that in mind when I'm building my team next. Oh, forgot about that again. Inventory management in Gen 1. I'm sure I went right by it. Yeah, adding pages for sections was a good idea. Okay. This is always a bit weird. 10-year-old gives this old man a sensuous massage and stops him from vomiting. Yeah. No, PureRed's, it's got a lot of stuff. It's not like a full remake of the whole game, but it does change a lot. Alright, learn how to cut. We're not here for the story. It's fine. Cut is not the same move as it used to be, though, so we can look forward to that. Let's get out of here. Ship done. We've already dealt with Misty, so we can now freely re-explore a few areas. Speed it up. Goodbye, ship. It'll be back if you want to come do more stuff, but it's gone for now. Okay, so quick trip to the Poke Center. There's a soon. I think actually on the next route we'll get the ability to do this a little quicker, and I won't feel like I need to super speed it all the time. Okay, we can listen to the music for a second here. We could do the bike voucher now, but we might as well do the gym. Oh man, it's an hour in. Sorry, future tubers. I have to end the recording, but I will load up Cut. That boat just took way too long. Let's teach Cut to somebody. One cool thing about the Romhack, HMs are not permanent like they normally are in Gen 1. The game usually, I don't know, I think it was just to avoid soft locks, right? Because if you could learn a new move, drop surf or cut or fly or something, you'd be stuck wherever you are. But apparently the Romhack added a couple soft lock prevention, so you can't delete an HM in a spot that would soft lock you. But otherwise, you can delete it normally in most places. So it's not actually permanent. So we can just give this to somebody, test it out, and replace it if we don't like it. I always found giving Cut to Bulbasaur was a decent idea, because you kind of miss out on moves anyway. And if you still have Tackle or something, you know, at least it's better than that, right? But Cut is not the same as it used to be. So one final new thing for the future tubers before we end our episode. Show it off. Just so I can see it in the move decks. Take bets on what kind of move Cut is now? Well, you're running out of time because it's Bug. And fairly strong. Yeah, Bug got a lot of love. There's a lot of moves like that are much better than they used to be. So we'll have a quick check at Cut here. Wow, 70 power. So yeah, that's a pretty strong Bug move now. Usable outside of battle again. Yep. So cool. It's not like the strongest move ever, but 70 power, especially because you can just teach it to anyone you've got. You could certainly take. Well, I will say Pinsir as pretty overpowered Bug. I think Vice Grip is better, technically. So it's a downgrade for him. But there are definitely some Bug types that could use that. And I think that's your... Because they give you to as an HM, and because of the buffs to Bugs, basically, I believe that is your counter to all the Gen 1 Psychics that just hard body you in the next couple areas. So now it's much easier to... like the rebalance for the Romhack, like some parts are a bit harder, some trainers have better Pokemon and better moves. But they also give you a pretty good tool in some of the new changes that'll make your life a lot easier. We still need to do it through the menu, though. Strength, you don't have to do it like this, but there's only so much they can hack. Anyway, this for the recording. Got to end the episode. We'll do the gym next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Have a great day, future tubers.